Hello everyone and welcome back to another Pokémon Café remix video. Alright, so today no new event or anything. I am just going to explain basically kind of everything you can do in this game. So I'll be going from just doing the basic stuff like levels to like how to recruit different Pokemon to explaining how like the shop kind of works. I'll just be going over everything, hopefully quite briefly. I'll see how short I can make this. I won't go into detail with everything. Like the most into detail that I'll be going is like playing a level. So yeah, but alright, here we go. First of all, if you don't want to watch this video, you don't want to waste your time, you can actually, if you go to help here in the menu tab, so that's just like here in the left corner, tap on that profile thing, not the friend list, but like the help tab over here, and you can just go, you can check the latest updates here. You can like see for new players, there's like a whole section here with like everything kind of explained. I didn't know this myself as well before I just like started thinking about how to make this video, and you know, but yeah, you can, it's all explained very well in here, but I'll just, if you don't want to have to read that, I'll just go over everything very quickly. Or I'll try to at least. Okay, so anyway, you're just starting out, so the only thing, or one of the only things you can do right now is just basically do some basic orders. So it will be most likely order number 1. That's your first one, and yeah, the orders, the things you encounter along the way change, but I'll just do a basic order to explain how everything works. All right. So first of all, you always have a selection of Pokemon here. You know, you have 3 Pokemon that you can always choose from. I have a premium pass, which is like just a like a battle pass you can buy for any game. But yeah, it's just called the premium pass here, which allows me to get a 4th Pokemon here. So yeah, that's why I have 4. And then every time you do an order, you have the option to redo your previous one. So it will be, if I choose to do Jigglypuff now and I complete that quest, Jigglypuff will appear here now in an additional order, so I can repeat the Jigglypuff as a Pokemon, which will be helpful for some reasons I'll explain later. But yeah, you have a Heaping Helping ticket. This is just something you can use. I'll kind of explain that later as well. And then you have the shuffle option. So this you can do free once a day. It costs nothing. You can kind of see what Pokemon you can encounter here. Sometimes there can be shiny Pokemon in this game. I'll just tell you, if there is a shiny Pokemon here, you don't have to check this every single time, because it will glow, it will sparkle a bit, there will be like a little sound, and this will be orange. So it will be very noticeable, and then you can kind of reshuffle this. It is worth spending some acorns, which is the currency in this game. I'll tell you how to get some acorns in a minute. It is worth spending those on getting shinies, because they are very rare, at least the shinies that you can only get through this. There are various ways to get Pokemon in this game, but I'll also be going over that later. The plus 200%, you don't really have to pay attention to that right now. I'll go over that later as well. Let's just do a basic order. So this will be the screen you always encounter. You can always take a look at this order info, and this will be just a preview of how the level will look like. Now keep in mind, this is only the first stage of the level. There will always be 2 stages of every level. I'll explain that in more detail later. Like in your Candy Crush game or whatever, you can choose some starting abilities here, just some megaphones. This will clear something up and down, this one will clear something left and right, and this will make it so that you start with the skill of this of your leader Pokemon right here. Now, in order for you to know what Pokemon you are that is going to be best for the level, most likely it's just what it says here, specialists, and then the most left one is most of the time the best option to choose for your levels. The right one can in some situations be better if you just played the level with this and you can't seem to complete it, and then you try it with this one and it goes way better. Sometimes it's also none of the two that are really good, basically. Then you can always tap on the Pokemon, so just like tap next to these two, you can tap on the Pokemon to change it. And then you have all the Pokemon that you have right here. Now I have quite a lot. I have almost everyone by now. But you will have a pretty limited option if you're just starting out. Now what you need to know here, basically, in order for you to get the right Pokemon, excuse me, you need to take a look at this symbol right here. This is the specialty symbol. Every Pokemon has its own specialty. There are, I believe, 4 different specialties in the game. And I'll explain what that means. And then also take a look at the gimmicks right here. These are the specialty gimmicks. So we have like a Beskid right here. I have a video where I explain pretty much all of these. So yeah, you can watch that if you need to. But the specialty, let's sort, and then you can. So what was it, like basket of fruit, and then it will give you Pokemon with that ability. I won't be doing that right now. I'll just be sorting by this specialty gimmick, and then I only get Pokemon with that specialty gimmick. Now, if I don't sort by that, you will see that I think they automatically always show these first, so that's pretty helpful. But you will see that they light up red. What this means is that these Pokemons will be able to make use of their specialty gimmicks. So if you, for example, Exeggutor would be like a perfect fit for this level because he has the right specialty gimmicks. He would actually not be able to do anything because his specialty is like a little teacup. So if I were to put an Exeggutor next to this symbol right here, normally that would clear it instantly, but because the specialties don't match up, it would just act like a regular Pokemon. So you need your Pokemon to match the specialty in order for these specialty gimmicks to work. I hope that's not too vague. I hope it's pretty clear, but let's just get into a level right now. Alright, so yeah, you can just kind of skip through this video if there's anything you don't really know exactly. You can skip to that part, or you can skip over a little bit. I'm just trying to be like very clear on everything, so yeah. Feel free to skip through this. Alright, so in this game, you just link Pokemon together in order to do stuff. So right there, I linked some Scorbunny, which is the leader of this, level, in order to make a little skill right here. You should know that if you link your leader Pokemon, this little skill bar will charge up quicker than if you link some Buizel. I'll link like 8 Buizel right here. You see that didn't charge up my meter as much, but I'll link like 5 Scorbunny right now, and that charges it up more, if not like the same, if not more, you know? So yeah. Alright, so you have skills in this game. Each Pokemon has their own unique skill. I have like ranked almost every single Pokemon in the game, so you can just take a look at that right now and take a look at how specialty gimmicks work. You'll get used to it very quickly. It's nothing difficult. Just quickly trying to go through this level right here. Most of them aren't all that hard. Yeah, so let's see. Bam, I got through the first section. This is where I'm talking about each level having 2 parts. So as you can see, the layout changed a little bit. There's some more like baskets right here. For the rest, it didn't really change a lot. But yeah, that's what I meant by each level having like 2 stages. It has basically the 1-star stage, which is what you need to clear a level. You need to get at least 1 star. If you don't, you will have to redo the level, and you can't continue to the next one. And then with a 3-star, that's to like completely clear the level. And this is also how you can get acorns in the game. So as you saw there, it was like 20 or like 40, 60, 80 acorns. If you get 3 stars, you get 80 acorns. If you get 2, you get 60 acorns, I believe. And then if you get 1, you get 20 or 40. I'm not exactly sure. And then I also got another collectible over there. I'll cover collectibles a little bit later as well, which is like your stamina and your acorns and your whatever, your heaping helping tickets right here when choosing an order. Okay, so as you saw, we just got some acorns. Now let's say you didn't manage to clear that level with a 3-star. You can always go to past orders and then sort by these 2 tabs, and then every level with only 2 or 1 star will show up. Now I am pretty dedicated to this game, so I have 3-starred every single level so far. So I cannot get any more acorns. If you redo a level, you will also not get your acorns again. But if you did get a 2-star, you will be getting 20 more acorns. So yeah, you can always go back to levels and make sure you get everything out of it. So that's how to redo past orders. You can also do something else here. You can do extra orders, which are basically this game was called Pokémon Café Mix. previously, and then it got a big update, and every order the order you were on before the big update was stored in here, and then you could continue from that order. This is basically just if you don't have anything to do and you want to spend your stamina, you can like play these levels, and if you clear order 1200 here, you get the last reward for this, which is pretty good. It's like Lucario. That's a pretty decent thing. Alright, anyways, just grab something to drink, but yeah, that's the basics of levels. So let's maybe talk a bit about how to actually recruit Pokemon. So in the beginning, you won't have a lot of Pokemon actually able to come and visit you right here. So normally not for me now, because I have recruited every Pokemon I can through these means. So just by random Pokemon visiting your cafe. But normally if this would, like, let's say Lilligant is a new Pokemon for me, it would show like 0 out of 33 hearts. And per level you can get up to 5 hearts, or there's sometimes after clearing a level or doing a training, I'll cover training later as well, something like a happy bonus triggers, and that gives you +2 or +3 hearts as well, or gives you more EXP when you train your Pokemon. So yeah, the maximum amount of hearts you can actually get per level is 7, I believe, if you have everything going on, but that's a very rare occurrence, so that probably won't happen a lot. But if you stock up on heaping helping tickets like me and just save them for when you need them, which is in my case when a new Pokemon via this means gets dropped, or most likely a shiny, because they haven't been doing anyway, I'll cover it later. But yeah, you just need to get a maximum amount of hearts. It could be 33, it could be just 15 for some early Pokemon, or even 10. I don't know how low or how high the numbers go. I believe some were 50 even, or maybe I remember that wrong. I think I remember that wrong. I'm pretty sure 30 was already pretty high. But yeah, you just need to hope that Pokemon comes and visits you again, or you can, after you do that, do an additional order right here, which might be pretty smart. So you don't have to wait for too long, and you can just do an additional order and get, if you happen to use a heaping helping ticket and manage to get a 3-star every time, you will get 10 hearts per one time that Pokemon visits you, if you make like optimal use of using heaping helping tickets. Of course, remember, every time these Pokemon come, like, it doesn't matter how many days pass. I believe it doesn't matter. These Pokemon will always stay the same, so like this stays locked. Actually, don't take my word for that, but I am pretty sure that it will always stay Piplup, Lilligant, and Starly until I complete another level. So you could always try to get a happy bonus by doing some trainings or doing some other levels, so you can really max out on the amount of hearts you can get. But let's talk about how you actually get those Pokemon to come over to your cafe. So here in the menu development, you will most likely have a lot of menus that you can go through. I completed those menus. So yeah, there are quite a few that you can make. And what this basically is, you will always see 3 Pokemon normally per menu that you will have to train up to a certain level, and then once those Pokemon have that certain level, you need to make the menu, and if you are successful in making it, you only need to get 1 star in that. There's no like 3-star challenge, you just need to complete the order. And then it will trigger like a little cutscene where it says, oh, these Pokemon are attracted to your cafe, and then you will attract like 3 new Pokemon to your cafe, and they just have a random chance of appearing at any time. So that's how to make this Pokemon appear. Now, there are other ways of recruiting Pokemon as well. I'll go over those ways later, but let's see how to actually train our Pokemon right now. So, here in this thing, it might seem complicated or something. It doesn't really. Pretty much, let's take a look at the daily bonus first. That might be helpful. Whenever you train your Pokemon, you do some training levels. I'll show that off here. So you have the training options right here. Just click on a Pokemon. You don't really have to pay attention to anything. You can pay attention to this. Normally, the highest level you want to train your Pokemon to before moving on to another one is like 15, but that might take a pretty long time, because 15 is when you unlock your 3rd specialty gimmick right here. You won't always have, like, I'll show you. I have some level 10 Pokemon, or let's say Gumi right here. So Gumi, that's a good example. Pokemon from the premium pass right now. So you can see level 3 it unlocks the acorns, level 5 it unlocks this one, and at level 15 it unlocks that one. Keep in mind you can get these cakes in a lot of different ways, or actually no, I don't. You can get them in certain events. I'll talk about events later as well. But yeah, you can get these. Always use these if you have a new Pokemon. There's no use in stockpiling these because, I mean, there really isn't. Even though I'm doing it apparently, but yeah, just in order to get to level 5, you only need to use one of these cakes. So one of these and your Pokemon is level 5. That's how I always train my Pokemon up to level 10. So let's see, staff leveled up, it goes to level 5, you unlock some new specialty gimmicks. Bam, you immediately unlock that as well, and then you will get some new outfits. Outfits are just an aesthetic thing, it doesn't actually grant you well... some do, I'll go over that later. But yeah, and what I just did there, I'm actually going a little bit too quickly. I'll show it again when I'm level 10. But yeah, you actually have level caps, but I'll show it off later. So in order to go to level 10, you need to get like about 2,000 experience. So let's just see, 1, 2, it's like 1,888 apparently. Alright, so let's level up Gumi. Bam, Gumi leveled up, level 10. We got some higher puzzle score. That's basically just how many points you will get if you link that Pokemon. Together you will get like a certain amount of points. And yeah. That's basically just to see how strong that Pokemon is in a level. Okay, so level 10, you unlock some more outfits. We get the Lucario Blue as well, I believe. Pikachu Yellow, Eevee Brown, and Lucario Blue. Yeah. These are always the same color for every Pokemon, always the same outfits you unlock per level. But yeah, the level caps are 5, 10, 15, and 20. So what this means is that I can start like a training right now and it will give me a notification. This Pokemon staff level is at max, so it won't gain EXP. Do you still want to use it? Of course I don't, since I have the cookies already, which is something I'll explain. Actually, I failed to explain that. I'll explain that in a second. You spend some cookies and now I can go to level 15. And at level 15 I need to spend another 10 cookies in order to get to level 20, which is the maximum level. Now, every time you level up, you will also still upgrade these abilities. So I did unlock these, and it says that I right now can clear 4, but when I become like, let's say level 12, we might be able to clear 6 with these. So these first specialty gimmicks still level up a little bit. This one does as well. I believe when we're 20, we might be able to clear like 3 of these. It depends on what specialty gimmick there is here as well. Some you will be able to clear more of. If there would be something like, let's say, a tomato basket. If you don't know what that looks like, let's look at the specialty gimmicks here. Like, let's say this is a tomato basket. This is a pretty annoying thing to clear in a level. So you won't be able to like clear 7 of these at a time. Whilst you will be able to clear like, let's say 7 of these things or these things, you know. So yeah. It depends, but the amount you can clear goes up as the level of your Pokemon goes up. Okay. So, the cookies, because I failed to explain that. Normally, if you just befriended a Pokemon and it would visit you again, it would say, it wouldn't give like a heart symbol, it would give a cookie symbol. Still different from this one, it would give like a cookie symbol with the face of the Pokemon on it. So let's pick Lilligant as an example again. It would just be like a Lilligant cookie, and then it would say 0 out of 25, I believe you get. No, 23. 23 cookies is the max amount of cookies you need for any Pokemon. If there is a shiny, there is a shiny of Piplup. For example, you would need 46 cookies in order to... I mean, you could gather a total of 46 cookies, so you can level up Piplup to level 20 and the shiny one to level 20. So it works in the same way. Every 3 star you get 3 cookies. If you get 2 stars, you get 2 cookies. It works the exact same way as hearts, but that's how you get cookies, and you need cookies in order to raise the level cap of your Pokemon. So that is that. Now the daily bonus is just because I don't think I fully explained that. Here it basically says the value of this. You can spend 1 energy on training, and then you will get 1 times the EXP. And then you can spend 3 energy in order to do like 3 level 1 things at one go. That was a horrible voice crack, I'm very sorry. But yeah, you can, I always do that. I just spend like 2 and then 3 because, I mean, if you want to play optimally, you can do 5 times this thing, because every time you complete a level, you roll a chance at activating the happy bonus. But don't waste your time doing that, really. Try to enjoy the game and just do like a 2 and then a 3. Why a 2 first? Because you can do a 2 and then have a chance at activating the happy bonus, which will make us get more experience, and then you can do, accidentally started a training, and then you can do a 3, which will give you more EXP, and then you'll get the bonus on top of the more EXP, which is just more EXP. Okay. If you want to quit on a level, just press the pause menu and quit out, by the way. Alright, yeah, that is basically it. Let's see, I'll explain something quickly right here, because you could see something right there. Let's go to like Ho for an example. You see this sidekick lineup. So, this is some Pokemon, primarily legendaries or like primarily event Pokemon, or only event Pokemon at the moment. We'll have some things like a sidekick ability. Now, a sidekick ability is just a passive pretty much in every level, so like Mewtwo's passive is what I'll call it. It's like 15% score up when a skill is used. So just I get 15% more points when a thing is used. These are just passives, so yeah, pretty cool. You can level up your sidekick abilities by using sidekick candy, which you can get from certain events. So yeah, stock up on these, level them up to like level 3 whenever you get them. Don't spend everything on one Pokemon, because there might be a better Pokemon with a better passive ability, and that you want to spend those candies on that, because you do have a limited amount of candies you can buy every time. Now something else, I'm trying to find a Pokemon right here, let's say Eevee for an example. Some Pokemon have a 4th specialty gimmick, which you can unlock with kitchen notes. Now kitchen notes used to be acquired in a different way. Right now you can only get them through events. So they're pretty rare. If there's an event going on, always try to go for those kitchen notes. Okay, let's see. So, going through levels and having Pokemon joining you isn't the, like, Pokemon visiting your cafe and recruiting them that way isn't the only way to get new Pokemon. You also have a delivery system. I'll try to be brief with this. I mean, I'm not being very brief in this video after all, but yeah. You basically have some different tabs, probably. Right now I have something for Jolteon here, so this will give me an option to get an outfit for Jolteon. This will give me an option to get 5-star outfits. There's a whole different thing. I believe I did make a video about 5-star outfits, so if you are interested in that, go watch that. I can get the starters, the Paldean starters, and I can get like some other outfit here. Alright, what you should know is that in order to get this Jolteon outfit, I would have to start my delivery on this screen, and you can always take a look at info right here and take a look at the offering rate to see what the offering rates are for each Pokemon on this screen. Now, as you can see, it is like 1% for the Starry Sky outfit for Jolteon, and if I go to this one here and I go info, like the Starry Sky outfit is not even an available, like it's not even an option here to get. Instead, the starters have like boosted odds in appearing in deliveries. So yeah, that's deliveries. You can get Pokemon this way. There's also something like an outfit grade, which is another kind of boost for your Pokemon. I explained that in a whole different video as well. It's not too complicated, but yeah, you can watch that if you want to. Then there's like express deliveries, because you can do 1 free delivery every day and it will take 23 hours. And then you have 1 delivery. You can also do like 1 times express delivery tickets, or you can do 11 times express delivery, which will cost like 30,000 acorns, or a 11 times express delivery ticket, and then you will get 11 Pokemon in one go, which is pretty cool. So yeah, that's the delivery system. Explained. It's nothing too difficult. It's the gacha game. Like the gacha system of this game, pretty much. But yeah, that is a way to get Pokemon and to get their outfit grades leveled up. Outfit grades are basically just ways of making your Pokemon stronger. So yeah, a way of making your Pokemon stronger. That's how I'll explain that. There are also events which is the main way of recruiting new Pokemon at the moment, because like new players have a lot of stuff to do, but like players that have everything already, they just need to wait for new events, and let me tell you, those events can be pretty repetitive, but I mean, at least they're trying, right? So the events normally include like 1 minute cooking events, which 1 minute cooking, I have a lot of videos about that. If you're interested in that, you can do that. It's just an event. You need to go through a level, you get points, you can spend those points in a shop, and then you can collect a whole lot of items in there. So yeah, that's the 1 minute cooking event. You have the hospitality event, which is actually this one. This is a way better version of 1 minute cooking. That's the only thing you need to know. There's like team events, which in order to join a team, you can just join a random team or like join a Pokemon Café Remix Discord and apply for a team there, and then you can, they always send me energy. Very active team. They clear the team events very quickly. Team events are basically just, you need to, like, I'll get a lot of rewards here again, probably, because as I said, they're very active in this team. But yeah, you just basically have to play the game. For everything you do in the game, I mean, almost everything, if not everything, I think everything you spent energy on in this game will gain you some points. For this thing, oh, here's a good example. So my outfit, I got another Pokemon and my outfit grade went up. Now, I'll show you this real quick. Let's see. So you can get Scorbunny here. On the 8th one, this was a Scorbunny, so I got the Scorbunny outfit. And then the 16th right here was another Scorbunny, and since I already had one, my outfit grade went up, and the Pokemon just powered up, basically. I'll quickly explain something, because I forgot, but yeah, I told you that the outfits don't really matter. Like, as you can see, nothing changes about the Pokemon, but you have some special outfits. It will always be clear when it's a special outfit. Like, this is obviously a special one. As you can see, some things change. So in this case, apparently it lowers the puzzle score for the Pokemon. That is kind of weird. I don't know why it does that. But yeah, it changes the skill, it changes the specialty gimmicks. In this case it doesn't, but in some cases it does change the specialty gimmicks, and it might change the specialty. So yeah, different outfits can be seen as like a different Pokemon sometimes. That's the only thing I wanted to say, pretty much. But yeah, to continue on the events, so we have team events. There's a team event going on right now. This is a hospitality event, by the way. There's also solo events, which is the same as a team event, but you are the only one that can claim points for that one, so you have to do everything alone. Most of the time, those aren't too hard, I feel like, but it's been a while since they've done one of those. There's also something like Leah's Training Week, which has been a while since they've done that as well, but that basically means you get like triple or double the experience in trainings. Definitely make use of that when it's live, because that is a pretty rare one. And yeah, make use of that time to train your Pokemon. Like, stop doing the orders and train your Pokemon for a while, because like normally you can just do these orders and you won't have any trouble getting through, but at a certain point you will start to notice that they are getting pretty hard if you don't have your Pokemon at the right level. So yeah, and in order to unlock the menus, that's a good like kind of guide in order to see what Pokemon you need to level up. So yeah, you'll just do the orders, but when Lee's Training Week is active, kind of prioritize on training your Pokemon. And then sometimes there's also challenge cards going on with some basic challenges and basic rewards. Most of the time it's just like use skills or do some trainings, or I don't know, log in for a few days, you know. I mean, there's like acorn appreciation events, which is spend 200,000 acorns and then you get some pretty good rewards, but I mean, you have to spend way too much. I don't like those events, but I mean, the rewards are pretty decent. But yeah, those are all the events that I can remember right now, or that I have written down right here. So let's take a look at the shop, maybe. Alright, so the main shop right here is where you can spend some money or acorns on a stamina value pack. It is a pretty good one. I don't buy those because, yeah, I just like to save my acorns for other stuff, even though it is pretty good. 4,000 for 30 stamina, you can do a lot with that. Yeah, you can buy some things here, you can buy acorns, and you can buy the premium pass, which I'll quickly explain in a second. And then there's the exchange cookies. Okay, so what you need to know is that if you have everything for a Pokemon, so meaning you have recruited the Pokemon, you have all of its cookies, then whenever you choose that Pokemon and you get some like 3 stars, you will get 3 milestone cookies. So yeah, I have kind of a lot right now. And this is where you can spend them on. You can spend them on helping tickets, and basically, you can get those from the store, I guess, and then some in-game stuff, you know, that you can use in the levels to make them a bit easier. But you can also go to this shop, which is where I would recommend you save your cookies up for, because these are pretty rare to get. Normally, I mean, I believe this is actually the only way to get them, to get these kind of cookies. So these are delivery exclusive Pokemon. And I think this is the only way to get their cookies, because if you get those Pokemon again, they just give you an outfit grade up, but they don't actually give you cookies. So yeah. So I had a lot of milestone cookies, but I'm gonna have to spend them all here in order to yeah, just unlock these cookies. So yeah, there go my milestone cookies. But yeah, this is where I would definitely spend and save them up for, so you can max out these Pokemon. And that is that. Alright, let's take a look at the premium pass here for a second. So the premium pass is, if you want to pay for this game, I believe the only thing you should pay for, because you get a Pokemon every month. That is not, I don't know how you would get this Pokemon after this month passes. Maybe you can get it through a delivery, I'm not sure. But yeah, you can get a Pokemon and you can get like a total of, I don't know, they tell you the value of the pass, or like they tell you what you can get whenever you buy it. But you can get quite a lot of acorns, and you can get unlimited stamina for a certain amount of minutes as well, like a lot of times here actually. But yeah, this is what it does. It's not the only thing that it does though. It really helps with a lot of stuff, which is why I bought it as well, because as I said, you get an additional slot here, which might be pretty helpful. But the most helpful thing is that you will, like let's say in this hospitality event, I will get 50% up on everything I do. So I were to, whenever I did this, I think I got 75 points, but since I have the premium pass, oh no, I had 100 points, but since I had the premium pass, it was 50% up. So 50% of 100 is 50, meaning I got 150 points every time I did a thing. So yeah, that made grinding this a lot easier for me. And definitely in 1 minute cooking challenges, it's a lot easier to get a huge amount of scores in that game mode. So yeah, the premium pass is pretty good. I would recommend it if you want to buy, if you are able or willing to spend money on this game. I would suggest you to just buy that, and then like, I don't know, not really anything else, because the premium pass is where it's at for this game. That's really the big money spender, I believe. Okay, so let's see, what else is there to cover? Like, let's say maybe the Master Cafe. I think we're almost there though. This video has been very long as well. I just hope I like explained everything. I do think I explained everything, but yeah. Alright, so last few things here. The Master Cafe is not really for any new players. I also made a video about it already, so I won't be going into much details. But when you clear the last order, so you can take a look at what the last order is right here. If you go to past orders, right now it's 1,900. So once you clear that, you will have the option to still do orders in this way, so that, you know, new Pokemon might visit you or whatever, and you will get points in the Master Cafe thing. Now, you will just get stars. You can get like a maximum of, if you have like 99 stars, you will get the maximum amount of points, which is like 30 every week or every 2 weeks when new levels get released. And I mean, you get pretty good outfits for this. I bought the Lucario thing, still saving up for the Eevee and the Pikachu. But yeah, that's Master Cafe. It's just some extra content if you managed to finally complete the last level in the game. So yeah, I mean, I can quickly say something about the stamina as well. Stamina recharges like 1 every 15 minutes. You can easily see that for yourself. Let's see, there's some items right here. So yeah, this is like the item list. Just right here, you can check out all of your items. like some kitchen notes over here. Maybe something to take note of is if this number is red, that means that you cannot collect any more cookies. I do apparently still need some cookies for Toucannon, so I might need to keep an eye out for that Pokemon if I see him in like the little shuffle option. But yeah, no, I think I did cover every item on here. Let's see, is there anything else? Maybe like your profile, you can like get some friends. You can change this thing here to something else. I just like to put my profile as the latest event Pokemon to yeah, show off my prestige, I guess. I'm not sure. It's not worth that much anymore. I used to be very... In the 1 minute cookings, you can get like ranked, and I would rank in like top 1000 and then get the golden background, but I don't care anymore. I don't care. I don't like the events. I just don't like the 1 minute cooking event. I like all of the other events, I really do. That's just the one they keep throwing at us, and I don't like it. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Friend list. You can add friends, I guess. If you want to add me, I'll like see and send me a request or something. I think this is my friend ID. Yeah, friends don't do anything in this game though, so hopefully they'll add a use for them later on. But yeah, for now, I think this is going to be it. I am pretty sure I covered everything in the game. So yeah, have fun with the game. Good luck. If you're a new player, just focus on doing the main orders. Go as far as you can until you see that you are kind of like in trouble and you can't manage to clear the levels or not clear them as easily as before, and then take like a look at your orders right here. Take a look at what Pokemon you need to level up for, and then just level up those Pokemon maybe. And if you see like a recommended Pokemon right here and you're like, oh, this Pokemon would be pretty good, but I mean it's too low of a level, you can train up that Pokemon so you have an easier time with the order. And then yeah, everything will just like smoothly go into each other. It's not a difficult game, not at all. So yeah, have fun with it, and I'll see you later.